Good morning, everyone. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. I'm happy to be here. Hey, David. Hey. Saturday morning, here we go, slow flow. So while everybody's starting to just get themselves situated, good morning, Joyce. I'll talk a little bit about what we'll explore today. Today I wanted to explore the idea and the contrast between boundaries and freedom, and finding that sweet spot in the center of that and what that means in our physical body and maybe on our mat, but then also off our mat, and how it relates to our practice off the mat. Because the more we're practicing and the more we adapt this kind of yoga lifestyle, the more everything is yoga. How we're doing the dishes, how we're moving around the house. Good morning, Jenny. How we're moving in our body, how we're expressing ourselves, and also how we're receiving things in our lives. It's all yoga. So that's pretty cool, right? So a little bit of personal story. So most of you know that I'm a nurse. Good morning, Teresa. And I'm happy to say that we're going back to some normalcy in the hospital. Good morning, Lauren. This week, so I'm going back to my surgery center and not reassigned anymore. Of course, everybody would be screened, but that's a small step towards coming back to some type of normalcy, assuming everything will not go back to just the way they were before, because now things are different. So we'll find a balance between that, hopefully all of us, in life and personally as well. So welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Zoe, if we haven't met before. This will be slow flow. This morning we're going to explore the theme of boundary and freedom and finding the balance in between. So welcome. I hope you have some comfortable clothes on and just a space to move around a bit in your home, in your space, wherever it is you may be. So let's start to find a comfortable space on your mat. Here comes Winston. As soon as I start zenning out, he's right there with me. So finding a nice comfortable seat. Maybe starting to rock a little side to side is always nice, forward and back. Softly closing your eyes if you're ready for that, and if not, no big deal. Let's place our fingertips just on the mat beside us and find a little lengthening in the crown of the head. And starting to invite some breath. Allow the space for the breath to travel, not just in through the nasal passages, but a little deeper down through the throat space, heart space. Allowing the inhales to start to expand you. Exhale, soften you. Allow the breath to be free in the body to explore. So we're not putting any restrictions on the breath. Nice big inhales will expand. Exhale, soften you in a little deeper. Let's inhale, rise the arms all the way up, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, palms come down to the heart space, plug the thumbs into the chest. 3 cleansing breaths to begin right here. Nice long inhale. Out of the mouth we exhale. Twice more. One last time. And allow the palms to just rest, maybe face up on the knees, on the legs. And start to invite that feeling state opening up to the senses beyond the thinking mind. So dropping beneath the thoughts and starting to drop into the feelings, the sensations, the noticing, the knowers. Notice what you hear around you. Notice the sound of your breath as it's coming in and easing out of your body. Notice the sounds of the space right around you. I'm hearing a symphony of birds. Awakened, excited. And notice the sensations just as the air starts to meet your skin. And then maybe notice the physical body. Notice anywhere where you're holding, keeping yourself a little tight, imposing some boundaries. See if you can soften a little bit and allow a little space, a little freedom. Still breathing and cultivating, inviting this rhythmic breath. Just I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. So no matter what is happening around us, no matter what the body is doing, I'm still just breathing in, and I'm still just breathing out. Boundaries. So interesting now, we're all a bit bound. So we have quite a bit of restriction around us. But then the opposite of that, in freedom, we have the freedom and this ability to enjoy this pause in between and decide how we would like to show up, how we would like to be in this space between having all the freedom that we used to have and having a bit of boundary now. The boundary is a little bit much, or is it doable? Find that balance in between much and doable. Notice the boundary and the limitations that our minds start to set on us. And then the freedom of just being a little willy-nilly and letting everything go. And just like in our yoga practice on our mat, the boundaries of holding in, tightening, engaging everything, but then also softening just to let everything go, being spacious, liberating, but finding something in the center there. Let's start to move here, plugging the thumbs back, or thumbs and fingertips right into the mat beside you, rolling your shoulders back. Starting to notice maybe you're landing here on your mat. Maybe you're just like, what is she saying? Let's just start moving. Wherever it is, it's okay. Inhale, rise the arms up, gaze up, palms come to touch. Exhale, chin comes to chest, head gets nice and heavy. Inhale, rise up, sort of a lengthening and lifting in the physical body. Exhale, soften right back down. One more time, inhale, rising on up. And exhale, soften right back down. Right palm comes down, left arm up overhead, just starting to create space between the ribs here on the left-hand side. And allowing the ribs to start to fan out and open up with this little bit of a curiosity. Curiosity is a nice, sweet space in between feeling free and feeling bound. What can we do in this space? Breath comes in, rising the arms up. Exhale, left palm comes down, reaching the right arm up overhead. Finding some length along the right side of the body. Again, just noticing what just a little bit of
intention with this little bit of pulsing of the right palm, reaching and lengthening out, starting to free up some space in between the rib cage, in between all the ribs. Breath comes in, we come right back on up. Let's bring the palms back behind us, roll the shoulder heads back. Breath in, heart space, burst forward, and maybe crown of the head drops back as you exhale. And maybe we go a little further with the hips rising up. Wherever you are, it's totally okay. Still breathing here. Softening right back down, making your way through your middle, starting to bring the palms back up in front of you, starting to explore a little bit. Explore a little bit by lengthening out the palms a little bit, and maybe the palms want to go over to one side because that feels nice, and then over to the other side. But starting to explore where your body wants to go, regardless of where I'm at, and listening and following along. Let your body lead you. I'm going to inhale and lengthen here, crown of the head will come up, and then I'm going to exhale and come down and fold, and I'm going to settle here. If you'd like to continue to explore, you do that. 3 breaths. Good. Walking the palms right back to you. Let's start to come up to all fours. So we're in a tabletop position. The palms can be right under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We can rock a little side to side, getting into the hips feels nice. Bringing the feet up off the mat, and then the feet come over to one side. And then hips go to the opposite side, so we're opening up this hip flexor a little bit. Might feel nice. And then the feet come back up and go to the other side, and shift your weight to the opposite. So the feet are to the left, the hips, the shoulders go over to the right. And just shifting, just leaning into this space, freeing up a little bit from the boundaries of where the physicality allows you to go. Explore outside of that. Let's tuck the toes in and shift back. And then wave around the spine, up forward, come down onto the belly, hips, roll the shoulder heads back, gaze on up in front of you. Breath comes in, hips coming high and back, shifting back towards resting child's pose, but we'll keep it moving here. And then softly unraveling, coming back forward, hips are going to come down, maybe on top of the toes, shoulder heads back, gazing on up. And creating a little rhythmic movement and dance here. Breath eases you back. Curiosity shifts you forward. One more time. Raveling, unfolding, expanding in, back into the spaces. So you're into the child pose, and you go back and you consider that staying, maybe a boundary. But then moving through it, coming up into up dog, another boundary. Then freedom to explore in between. That's where you are. That's where we all live. That's where the magic happens. So allow space for the magic to happen, to explore in between the boundaries. Not just willy-nilly being all free, but a little exploration and allowing yourself to come through in between. Bring the knees in just a bit, just a little cat-cow to make the spine a little more supple. Inhale, arch the back, gazing on up. Exhale, chin to the chest, nice and round. Keep on going, your time, your breath. A few more times. Wherever you're at, One more round and we'll all meet in the neutral spine. Coming right back, and once you're there in that neutral spine, tucking the toes, let's meet in down dog. Hips are coming high and back, so the heels make their way towards the floor. They don't have to go there. We can stay nice and soft in the elbows a bit and soft in the knees. This is our first down dog maybe of the day. And shift a little side to side, finding that exploration. Breath takes you one way, and then easing the other way. Find some stillness here. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Take a nice inhale and gaze forward. And then a nice easy stroll forward. Find a fold. In your fold, let's first inhale up to a flat back, so crown of the head comes forward, shoulders roll back. And then exhale, come back down. Palms come back behind you, maybe interlacing the fingers or reaching for opposite wrist. Inhale, finding some length, honoring yourself with a little micro bend at the knees, and then hugging yourself towards the knees. Finding this safe space in your body. Bound towards yourself. Breathing here. We're going to start to rise. Release the arms. Inhale, press down with the feet. Start to slowly rise up. Palms come to touch. Exhale, palms come through the center line, all the way down to your mat. Inhale, up, half lift. Palms can come to the shins if that's good. Exhale, float back. Shift back. Let's walk the feet back. Find a high plank that works in your body. Nice and easy. A little explorer in you, shifting a little side to side. Knees can bend, elbows can bend. Find some freedom and liberation in being this explorer in you here. We're going to walk the palms back towards the feet. Find a fold towards the back of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Shifting side to side, we're walking back to a down dog. Rolling out to a high plank. Bend at the knees, hips come high and back. Moving within this magic in the middle, in between the bounds and the freedom. In between the shelter and the soaring. Shifting side to side. Inhale, right leg comes up high and back. Taking all the time you need, right foot's coming between the palms for low lunge. Drop your back knee. Untuck the toes. Press down just a bit. Inhale, rising up. Palms come to touch. Anjaneyasana. Maybe we're interlacing the fingers with the pointer finger up high. And then allow the shoulder blades. Let's not interlace the fingers, so palms are just out. Inhale the arms up like you're holding up a ball. Roll the shoulder heads back so the scapular muscles come down the back. So you're hugging in the posterior heart space, the center of the back. Then the heart space in front of you, the center of your chest, starburst out. Find that expansive quality in front of you, the freedom, and then this engagement behind you, holding you in, this balance between strength and ease. And now let's play with this. Inhale, open up, goalpost arms. Exhale, roll forward, nice round back. Inhale and open up. Exhale, soften back in, round back. Inhale, open up to freedom, spaciousness. And exhale, soften back in, a little deeper inward. One last time. And come right back in. Plant down your palms. Let's heel toe your front foot out to the side, maybe off your mat for lizard pose. Stay a bit high if you'd like, so we can keep the palms right out in front of us, or come down onto the forearms if that feels nice. You choose. Choose to stay, choose to keep it shifting, keep it moving. Finding that quality between strength, engagement, and ease. We can bend at the back knee and reach around with the opposite arm. Reach for the top of the foot if that feels nice. Open up the heart space if that's where you are. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. One more breath. Soften right back down. Let's plant down the palms. We're coming back to runner's lunge. So walking the palms back, lengthening out your front leg. Inhale first to find a little length. And exhale, fold over this leg or into the space between the legs. Breathing here. Good. Walking it forward, come back to tabletop. Front foot comes to meet the back foot. Tuck the toes under. When you're ready, you meet up and down dog with us. Walk it out a little bit side to side if you'd like. When you're ready, left leg comes up high. Breath is coming in. Exhale, left foot comes between the palms for low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, rise on up. Remembering this starburst chest, this quality, this liberation. Expanding the heart out towards the future, towards what's next. But then coming back in and taking some time. Inhale and open up. And exhale, checking back in. Inhale, open up. And exhale, come right back in. One last time. And soften back in. Plant down the palms, go for lizard pose here. So we can come down onto the forearms, we can stay up high. You can explore a little bit by bending this back knee and reaching around for the top of the foot. Not a requirement. It doesn't mean you're a bad yogi if you can't reach a certain part of you. Has nothing to do with anything. But if this feels nice, then go for it. The poses are never the goal. Finding the in-between is the nice goal. In between the calm and the grounding. And the strengthening and muscling through everything. What's in the center there? Soften back out. Walk the palms back. Heel toe your foot back out in front of you. Tuck your toes. Meet up and down dog. And let's roll through this a little bit faster now. Inhale, right leg comes back up high. Exhale, right foot comes between the palms. Press down with the feet, bend the back knee, rise on up. High lunge. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, feel all the way up like you're holding a ball here. So remember the shoulder heads coming back down, just hugging that heart space behind you. So the heart radiating out in front of you and behind you. Shoulder blades, scapular muscles come in. Clavicle is nice and wide in front of you. So the heart bursts forward. And let's breathe here. Inhale will lift you. Exhale, soften you in. Inhale and rise. And exhale, float down. One last time we rise. And exhale, ease down. Let's go for warrior two. Inhale, float up, drop that back heel. Right fingers come forward, gaze over the fingertips.
Warrior two. Notice the back arm. Let that be level with the front arm. Breathing here, the head is over the heart's over the pelvis. Float on up with the breath. When you're ready, inhale, rise on up. Exhale, soften here. Inhale, take up all the room around you. And exhale, soften back in. Keep on going. And last time, soften down. Come back for reverse. Reach the right arm up. And soften forward for extended side angle. Inhale, float all the way back, creating this dancing warrior. And then float and ease forward. Freedom. We're going to twist it over to the other side. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, rise both the arms up. Lengthen the legs. Twist the toes. Come to the other side of the mat. Inhale, floating up. And exhale, softening in. And let's just stay here. Let's just settle here for a moment. Rolling the shoulders back. Shoulder heads come back. Head over heart. Heart over pelvis. Finding the strength. Breathing here. Finding the magic in the middle. So we're not quite free. And seemingly we have boundaries around us. But what can we do in this space in the middle? What can we do in the space in the middle? The balance. Notice your breath. This too I could use. It's all useful. We're on a pose or a pause, but there's still so much that's moving and being active even in the stillness. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, soften back down. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Flip the front hand, come back for reverse. And come forward for extended side angle. Right arms up overhead. Can we roll that shoulder head back and open up the heart space so the front of the heart is starbursting forward. Breathing here. Soften right back down, right palm comes down. We come back to now wide leg forward fold. Maybe you're facing the camera, if not, or I'm facing your phone or whatever it is. We're in a wide leg fold. We're gonna take a breath in, half lift, and exhale, soften right back down. Breath comes in, we rise. And exhale, soften. One more time, lengthen, half lift. Plant down your left palm. Inhale, right fingers come all the way up for a twist. Shoulder head rolls back a bit. So it's this opening up. Soften back through center, plant down your right palm, breath comes in, left fingers come up, reaching for the sky. Notice how this feels in your body, breathing here. Soften right back down, heel toe the feet in just a bit, still staying wide, heels are coming in, toes are pointing out. Bend at the knees to press all the way up for moon squat or goddess pose. So heels are in, toes are out. Goalpost arms. Star pose, breath comes in, find this length. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, lengthen out, expanse. Exhale, soften in. Keep going. And soften back on in. And find a little bit of a twist here. Breath in, breath out. Slow back down. Root down with the feet. Hug the thigh muscles in so they start to hug in towards your middle, towards your pelvis. Thigh muscles come in, activating everything at your root. Breathing here. Breath coming in, breath easing out. Finding this secure quality of pulling everything inward, activating your muscles, activating you, waking everything up in your physical body. Breath comes in, expand everything out, start pose, heel toe the feet all the way in. Let's bring a palm to the heart, palm to the belly space. Soft, easy shoulders here. And just start to consider, how am I going to show up today? What is my intention for today? Where's the magic in the middle of all the control and all the boundaries and all the rules and all the anarchy and freedom and liberation and willy-nilly? Where's the magic in the middle for me? Breathing. Release the arms. Let's come up to a mountain pose, active mountain pose. So remembering bringing everything up towards your center. So pressing down with the feet here, thighs come up towards the pelvic floor, center space, then the low belly muscles start to wrap in naturally. And let's open up the heart space, roll the shoulders back, palms will go forward, and then the crown of the head starts to lengthen up towards the sky, clavicles nice and wide, heart space bursting forward, active mountain pose. Notice what you notice here. So in the body, having this connection with the activation of everything, the security, the contracting, the bound, but then spaciousness in the mind. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up, bring the palms to touch. Exhale the palms down to the heart space, Anjali Mudra. Exhale from the mouth, cleansing breath. From here, we're going into eagle pose. So remember this activation of your core and wrapping everything through to the middle. Rooting down with the feet to bring everything in to help you to create that balance in between. Wherever you are, perfectly okay. Let's inhale and lengthen everything first. Find this freedom, this liberation. Exhale, right arm is coming under the left. Wrap it around. We can stay right here, eagle pose. If you'd like to explore a little further, pressing down with the left, right toes come up and wrap around the left leg. Breathing here. Rooting down, crown of the head is lengthening up high. Breathing here. Maybe we sit a little further, and maybe not. Coming out whenever you're ready. Gracefully, finding that balance between strength and ease, softening right back, mountain in between. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Exhale, soften back down. Shifting on to the right. Eagle arms here. Left arm under right. Wrap it on around. Maybe the palms come to touch here. And the elbows, maybe they're in line with the shoulders. Left leg's left toes are gonna come up. Shift weight, shift yourself onto the right foot. Let the right foot hold you a bit. And then start to explore with lifting up the left leg, maybe wrapping the left leg around the right. Breathing here. Beautiful. Start to unravel nice and slow, finding that nice and grace in between strength and ease. Breath comes in, palms come all the way up. Exhale, palms to the heart space. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. And then exhale, take a fold, hug yourself in a little deeper. Arms wrap around the back of the legs. Plant down your palms, heel toe the feet out just a bit here. Shift a little side to side. Beautiful, everyone. Plant down the right palm. Inhale, open up to the right side of the... I said right, I did left. Right palm comes down, left fingers come up high. Try that one more time each side. Beautiful. One last exploration before we settle everything in. Come onto the knees, all the way up. Exploring camel pose. Now the heart space might be a little more open. We're on the knees. If the knees bug you, double up your mat and put the knees on that. Only honoring your own natural edge. We all have a natural boundary. We all have that point. Noticing that point. Inhale, rising the arms up. Shoulder heads roll back and down. Then rooting down, opening up so the waistband in the front of you starts to expand, open. Breath comes in, and we can bring the right arm back and left arm back. Starburst, heart forward. We can hang here, breathing here. Making your way back on up. Once you've had enough of that, we'll go one more time, and maybe you want to do the same thing or go a little deeper. Inhale, rise up, or maybe there's something else in between that feels best for you. Rolling the shoulders back and down, opening up the clavicle wide. Breath comes in, we open up the heart space, and then open up. Palms come back, reaching for the heels or the ankles. Throat space opens if this is where you are. I'm breathing. Soften back out. Make your way all the way up. Interlace the fingers and then press the palms up towards the sky. It's nice and easy. Soften all the way down. Settle into a rocking child. Rock a little side to side. And from here, we're going to come onto our back. So however you'd like to get there, shifting over one way. Scooting towards the top of your mat. Breath comes in and find some length. And exhale, soften all the way down. Lengthen everything out, nice and long, full, big, and deep. Exhale, hug it in, hug it in. Finding that safety and that security. Release the arms, breath in, and then knees come down to the left side as you exhale. Surrendering everything down. We don't have to hold anything up or in. Starting to settle back down a little deeper inward. Knees come back up, and then float to the other side. And soften right back towards your center. Legs come down. Arms at your sides. Doing any final movements you'd like to do before we just settle here. Settling into where you are. The magic in between all the doing and all the settling. Leaving space for the magic in between. That's the space for you. Staying right here. Staying right where you are. You're starting to roll on to one side. You can stay right here and make your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes softly closed. Coming up to your comfortable seat or staying where you are. It's all good. I'll read a little bit from Pema Chodron. When things fall apart, heartfelt advice for difficult times. Pema says, how we stay in the middle between indulging and repressing is by acknowledging whatever arises without judgment, letting the thoughts simply dissolve, and then going back to the openness of this very moment. That's what we're actually doing in meditation. Up come all these thoughts, but rather than squelch them or obsess with them, we acknowledge them and let them pass through. We don't allow ourselves to be bound by them. We can let them float through, creating some space within us, in between. After a while, that's how we relate with hope and fear in our daily lives. Out of nowhere, we stop struggling and relax. We stop talking to ourselves and come back to the freshness of the present moment. The balance between boundaries and freedom and finding the magic in the center. Yogis call that samadhi. Same. It's the same. It's not so much and it's not nothing. Finding or everything. Finding the balance in between and the sameness. And feeling the comfort in that, in the middle. Allowing the palms to come beside you if that's okay. Inhale and rise the arms all the way up and the palms come to touch. Exhale, palms come down to the heart space. Plug the thumbs into the chest. Wondering, how will I find the magic in the middle of the bound of my thoughts and the freedom of just letting it all go? Where will the magic in the middle be for me today? Here we'll close with 3 cleansing breaths. Nice long inhale in through the nose. Out of the mouth. Again in. And last time. Bring the thumbs up to the space between your brow, your third eye space for vision, intuition, magic. The light and the magic within me honors and sees the light and the magic within each of you. Thank you, thank you. Peace, peace. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. I'll come a little closer just for a moment. I know there's a class right after mine. Hey, Sandy. Hi, Robin. Hi, Andrea. Hope everyone is faring well. I look forward to seeing you all, but I'm so grateful and thankful that we've still found a way to connect to one another. That is pretty special. So I'll be back into, thank you all. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. Hi, Betsy. Oh, I love you all so much. I miss you all so much. And I look forward to being together soon. We'll figure this all out. But in the meantime, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we still have this. We still have this. Hi, Mom. Hi. Mom, I'm so happy that we can still connect on this forum, and I'm so grateful to Real Fitness and Yoga House for bringing it to us and allowing for the opportunity. Notice all the magic today. Notice the magic. Notice the same in between, and notice when you're forcing yourself one way or letting yourself go the other way, and being okay with the in-between, and if you can't, letting yourself be okay with that too, because it's all okay. You are perfectly imperfect just the way you are. Me too. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna be back tomorrow night. I believe it's 6:30. Totally relaxing. I might even be in my bed. Not positive yet, but it will be just a relaxing yin / meditation. 6:30 tomorrow night. I'm coming to you live. Thank you again. Namaste. Namaste. Bye.